Hey, what's up guys? Steven here, YouTube channel Adolescents. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome back to a tag video. Today, as you can tell, I am joined by my beautiful fiance. We just recently got engaged, so thank you all so much for your good wishes that you left on my Facebook page. It really does mean a lot to the both of us. We were both reading through it. So this is a tag video, which is basically a video that somebody comes up with a certain idea or a list of questions or a top 5 list, and then at the end of the video they tag another reviewer, and then that reviewer has to tag another one, and it keeps going until basically they run out of reviewers. So this is the top 5 favorite perfumes for women, and of course this list is going to be the fragrances that I like to smell on my significant other. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the list. I'm going to reveal the fragrances to you in descending order, so from 5 to 1. And then I guess after I tell them what the fragrance is, you'll tell us a little bit about what you think about it and how it smells. Alright, cool. So with that being said, I'm going to start off with number 5. So number 5 is a fragrance that I really like to smell on her because it does use one of her favorite notes, and it's also a note that I really like to smell on you. I think it has a very youthful and a very playful smell. What do you think about number 5? What do you
It's definitely one of my favorites. We've bought in more. We found it in TJ Maxx for really cheap. So we went and we bought more for a quarter of the price that we probably found the first one.
Yeah.
And it does have my favorite note, the coconut, which I pretty much have in all of my fragrances, so.
Yeah, and I think this is like your 3rd or 4th bottle,
I think so, definitely.
Now there are a few different versions of this fragrance, so just be careful which one you buy. I know we said number 5.
We have the Christmas one.
Yeah.
That smells totally different.
And I think another one too. So this one is from Harajuku lovers. I think this is Gwen Stefani's line, and this one is called G. Now this is just the original G. There's a Sunshine Cuties G, there's a Jingle G, but they all smell very different. I don't know if the perfumer is the same, but this one is just like a lot of coconut, maybe I think a little bit of musk too.
What's actually funny is the reason why we got this in the first place is because my niece and my nephew call me G.
Right.
So the only reason why they bought this perfume was because it was titled G.
Right, because my fiance's name is Jennifer. She goes by Jenn, but they couldn't pronounce Jenn when they were young, right? So they just said G. So they ended up buying her G.
And they had no idea it was filled with coconut, so.
And in the end, you ended up loving it.
We won.
All right, cool.
Good.
Yeah, we have at least one more here that has coconut in it. So number 4 on this list is probably one of your older fragrances, right? You had this for a while.
Probably one of my very first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super cheap. It is super cheap. I wear it all the time, and before Steven came around, that's just about all I had.
Yeah, and I've smelled it on a lot of other people before you came around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
so
fun.
right away I knew what it was.
It's fun.
So this one is more of a casual wear fragrance, I think. This is actually the Sheer Fragrance Mist. It's by Victoria's Secret. It's called Pink. Now, one thing about this, I don't know if you know this, but it's been reformulated many, many times. And I think they have a few different versions of this. Like
I think there's a few different versions. They have them in the glass bottles, but I go with the ones with the polka dots.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is the one that I remember smelling from my youth, or when I was in grammar school and high school. So I just like that one because, I never really tried to dissect what the different notes are, but I just think it's very fun. It has a freshness to it, and you wear it to the gym a lot, right?
Like if I can't decide what to wear, I throw that on. If I'm going to the gym or the supermarket, if I don't want to waste my other fragrances, I just throw that on. I have a small bottle I keep in my gym bag.
Yeah.
It's just like my go-to, really, for casual, really casual.
Yeah, and I really love that fragrance. Perfect for casual.
It's fun. Anyone can wear it. Any age, any time of year, I think. You can get away with it any time of year. And it actually lasts really long on my clothes.
Does it?
I can smell my clothes and tell if I had put that on earlier, and it just lasts a really long time.
Yeah, on clothes I can definitely see that. I'm just thinking because it's a fragrance mist.
You would think that it would, that it wouldn't be a long laster, but it does. It holds.
Cool. And this is probably a little bit more versatile than this one, right? Because I think this is more of like a playful scent.
This is really distinct with the coconut. So this isn't something I wear as often. Like if I went on vacation with my girlfriends, I brought this with me because it's so small that I was able to bring it on the plane with me. It fits in the suitcase. This is more of like my vacation-y. This is my go-to.
And I think this is more year-round. This is like more in the summer. It's funny because you look at the bottle and you're like, wow, that's a huge bottle. And then
it's just the top.
Yeah.
The top is huge.
So this is just
actually what
classic.
I did was I stole a top from another bottle and threw it on there to bring on plane.
To make it like a travel cap.
Yeah, I'm not. We don't need this.
And
it's cute. It's very cute.
I don't know. It is. I don't know if you know, but I reviewed Rue 21, the one that I bought you, 21 Black.
Okay.
It's like it smells a lot like this one, but it's like a very simple coconut.
Right.
I would say the same thing about this one. I think that's a very simple coconut.
Yeah, very simple.
But it's nice though.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so number 3, I think I like it when you wear it more than you like it when you wear it.
Yeah.
Right?
I only wear that for you. Like if we're doing a really special dinner, when we're about to go on our vacation, so I'll wear it only on my formal nights. That I only put on just for you. It has to be for a special reason. Otherwise,
yeah.
Nah.
I think it's a very good formal wear fragrance. I think it's also, you can wear it on a night out. You can wear it casually. I probably wouldn't because it's a higher end designer. It's Viktor and Rolf.
Yeah.
Right? So I think at this point everybody knows what it is. This one is actually, again, by Viktor and Rolf. It's called Flower Bomb. We have the roll-on and the small bottle with like a little decanter funnel thing. This is honestly, it's one of my favorite fragrances.
Yeah.
It's by Olivier Polge, who has also done the men's Spice Bomb. He has also done La Vie et Belle by Lancôme, which a lot of people say smells very similar to this one. But I don't know, there's just something about it. The florals, the sweetness, the musk. There's some like gourmand elements to it as well. I don't think it's going to stay in there, so I'm just going to take the tiny little bottle out.
You can see how much I've actually worn it because this is the only bottle and it's just up to there.
Yeah, so you don't wear it often, but when you do, it's...
And I wear it, I put on a lot just to make sure you do know that I'm wearing it.
And you still have the roll-on.
If I'm putting it on, but it's a special night.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I really like this one. Better for formal.
Yeah.
And number 2 is a fragrance that I've reviewed. It's a fragrance that I've done a scent of the day video on. Honestly, I know...
We love it. We love it.
Yeah.
We do. We both love it.
And we each have our own bottle, actually.
We kind of fight over the bottles. Nope, that one's mine.
Yeah.
We brought it on vacation. We share it. We love it.
And it's funny because the only reason why I bought a second bottle of it, I actually bought it from Freddie.
Right.
The only reason I bought the second bottle is because the batch that I had, I think it's EO1, so you already know it's a Creed. But the batch that I had is the very strong coconut batch. And I was looking, that's also...
And that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's another reviewer called Lupe. He has a channel, Lupe Experience. I'll link it down below. He actually talks really, really good things about this batch. Because he likes this one. I was actually looking for one that had a little bit more lime to it, so I ended up buying a second batch, second bottle, having no idea what batch it was, and then it ended up being the same exact batch. So I have 2 bottles with the same batch.
We will get rid of those bottles quickly. We'll use them
this summer, right?
Yeah.
So again, this is by Creed, and it's called Virgin Island Water. Let me just double check. This is the, no, EO1. I don't know why I said EO1. It's MO2, actually. So the MO2 batch. So this was a collaborative effort between father and son Olivier and Erwin Creed, 6th and 7th generation, respectively. And it was inspired by the British Virgin Islands. They went on a trip with a royal couple, and they were smelling like the trade spices and, you know, the tropical fruits in the air. And then they decided to make this fragrance. But I think it's great. So you have that, and a few others at home that have coconut.
We have a lot of coconut. Yeah. I think just about a lot of the perfumes with coconut, you've bought me already.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm obsessed. I love coconut.
Yep. So that's it. We have one more for you guys. The number 1 fragrance. I know you like Michael Kors.
I love my Michael Kors.
So would you say that's your favorite on you?
Yeah. I think that's my work, that's my everything.
Yeah.
I mean, we've gone through 2 bottles already.
Yeah. And
the rose gold. I love the original Michael Kors.
Right.
Love it. That's my go-to.
And it's funny because that's a fragrance that I mean I like it when you wear it, but I'm not
it's not
crazy
your
about
choice.
It. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about this one? Like, where does this one rank? My number 1 on you. Where does it rank?
That if it's not Michael Kors, it's that one. But
okay.
Michael Kors for me is more year-round. And it also has like, I wear it to work because it has like that nice professional I mean, I work with kids, I'm a teacher, so I can't wear something that they're going to be like, oh, Miss Torres, you smell stinky, or, you know, or it's too strong, and then they start complaining that their nose is itchy, whatever it is. So that's why I like the Michael Kors so much, and again, it lasts forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
this
it does.
One, it does.
It really does.
Again, that's just kind of like with this one. I can spray it on my clothes, and then I know if it's dirty laundry or clean laundry because I can smell my perfume on it. But with this one, this is our everything else but work, really. I mean, actually, that was what I was wearing when you popped the question. So now the fragrance has even more special meaning to it.
That's cool. So maybe you'll wear it more often.
And I'm due for another bottle soon, so
yeah,
you better.
That's true, so
he's got to get to work on that.
Maybe we'll do that today. I don't know. By the way, it's funny because we were both wearing Dolce & Gabbana. That day, that same day. I was wearing Dolce & Gabbana the one when I proposed to her, and this one is probably the most popular Dolce & Gabbana fragrance for women, and it's light blue. So I really love this one. You have like the rose, you have the lemon in there.
It's
the
just
florals,
awesome.
It's fresh.
It's really,
it's amazing.
It is.
I know, you know, same perfumer as Paco Rabanne's Black Excess. So it's I consider that, believe it or not, a sweeter version of this fragrance. I actually see a lot of similarities between these two. I also think that there's a creed called Aqua Fiorentina.
That was one of my favorite creeds that we've smelled.
And it reminds me so much of this fragrance.
Yeah. You know, they came out with, remember the last time we were at Sephora, the guy gave us the sample of there's a new
Dreaming in Portofino or something like that.
Yeah. And it's good. It's nice, but this is still. And
I think there's one called Living Stromboli. I don't know if that's just for the men's or if that's for the women's too, but yeah, I mean, I love this fragrance.
Me too.
I think it's citrusy, it's floral. It's not. It doesn't have like this classic.
It's just great. It's just fun.
I know.
It's fun, and you know, I smell this like, you know, we said last summer we brought this on vacation, so every time we smell the Virgin Island waters, we'll think of our trip and how much fun we had, and especially when you did your Sense of the Day video. You know, when I smell this, it brings me back to all of our fun memories, because, you know, when we do something fun, I like to, you know, we have to have some sort of connection to it, and this now has so much more of a meaning to it.
And that's the same with me in Millesime Imperial.
Right.
Every time I wear it, I think of going to Florida, and then when I wear Versace Mano Fresh, I think of being on the cruise.
Yeah, and that's, for me, with the cruise last year, was definitely Virgin Island waters. I don't know. We gotta see what our cruise this year is gonna be. I like our new CK Summer. That's fun. For the day. For the day. We might be able to make that one of our... We both like it on each other.
Yeah, and it's a good one. It's funny, I actually mentioned it in the review I did yesterday. I said it smelled like Coney Island a little bit, because they both kind of have like a salty margarita feel.
I don't know what it is. No, Coney Island gives me a headache.
I told you,
it's so funny. I mean, I complain a lot about his colognes. I do. There's very few that I actually like, that I can stand. But Coney was the first thing I say. I'm like, oh, it's giving me a headache. The second I smell it, I get a headache.
But you like the way it smells, though.
I do, but it just, I don't know. And what did my niece say, too? We were in the car the other day, and he was wearing it, and she goes, I'm getting a headache.
No, she didn't, did she?
She did. Okay, I think she did.
No, I remember I asked her, and I was like, oh, what do you think of this fragrance? She goes, oh, it smells like the beach.
Okay.
And then she probably told me I put on too much, but I don't know.
Steven, that's a normal. That's a pretty popular complaints from everybody. But the CK1, the CK Summer.
CK1 Summer,
Yeah, I like that. That is margarita.
Yeah.
That's tequila. That's let's go have some chips and salsa and sit on the beach and have a great time.
I know. Mexican food.
I love it. Our favorite.
I know. I actually, I reviewed that one too, and I said some really, really positive things about that one. I like it because it has just a little bit of that CK1 DNA in the background, but this summer version is done so differently. I know they have one with like a dominant note of cucumber, they have one with a dominant note of watermelon, but I truly think this is the best summer version that they made of that fragrance.
Last year, was it Shock last year? CK Summer Shock?
No, you're thinking of the one with like the water droplets all over it?
The splat,
I think that one has watermelon.
Yeah, that was nice. Shock. That was nice.
Yeah. That was the summer 2013 version.
Right, that one was cool. But I like that one. Maybe we'll bring that one on our trip.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. First of all, of course, I want to thank Julien from Notes Punch for tagging me in this video. I think he did an excellent job. I'm going to leave his channel down below. Please make sure you subscribe to him. And if you own or have tried any of these fragrances, please let me know what you think by leaving a comment down below. Also, please don't forget to rate and subscribe for future videos and frequent giveaways. If you would like to see Jenn back in another video.
Your fiance.
My fiance now? I gotta stop saying my girlfriend.
You do.
Right?
You have to stop.
Yeah.
I was your girlfriend for over 4 years.
Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to.
I'll remind you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she will. Alright, so lastly, we're gonna tag a good friend of ours.
Very good friend of ours.
Freddie Rivera. So if you're watching this, man, you're up. So I want to know.
Your turn, Freddie.
Yep. So it's funny because not only does his wife wear perfumes, a few of which he bought for her, but also his daughters. So they were...
His beautiful little daughter.
Yeah.
She's just a trip.
And yeah, it's funny because the other day we met up in the city,
yep.
And he was wearing Nasamato Blamage, and he made his daughter wear like some like expensive niche or something.
Not surprised.
So,
not
yeah.
surprised at all. Not coming from Freddie.
Yeah. So Freddie, let us know what your top 5 favorite perfumes are. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Steven and Jenn with another video from Redolessence. See you soon.